Saturday morning, jumped out of bed. Time to do some drop shipping. Yeah. So I'm out on a morning walk right now. I just got up a few minutes ago. And I actually ended up blocking the country India by installing like an app that actually lets you block certain IPs and countries. And I don't know. I just want to test out, like to see, like what happens if I actually block 70% of my traffic. Because like I've got you guys browsing Common Panda, like about 60% of 60 to 70% are you guys. So I wanted to see what happens. Like I know there are people who are going to be using VPNs and other things to access the site anyways, but no worries. I want to see whether the pixel improves, whether conversion rate improves. This is just a test. I'll bring it back on if I don't see any major improvement. If there is any minor improvement, that's fine. I would rather that you guys visit Common Panda because you get to learn from it. But if there is a major improvement and I realize that I'm losing a lot of money because of not having done this earlier, so then I'm going to end up blocking it permanently. But let's see what happens. Don't want to make any final judgment calls today. So anyways, more updates coming later. So I did a lot of optimizations yesterday. Now it's not like that previous day where I done a lot of optimization. So I just picked one topic, and that was like the copy and how the product page was displayed. So I wanted to optimize that. Now one thing I noticed that the site page load time was getting huge because we were using like Recart and Velio that was using like messenger subscriptions, and it just blew up the entire page size, which from like 2.6 MB which was already like, because I'm using a lot of apps, to like 5.6 MB. So I removed both of them, brought it down to like 2.9 MB, and then started further optimization. I even did optimization on, I wrote some copy for the product page, and I even changed up a few images because a few images were using the other version of the heated jacket. So I'll show you guys all of this, like what all changes I did and how I did it, so that you guys can also replicate the same kind of effect on your potential winners. Rise of competition. Now you guys know that how many people visit Common Panda, and I told you guys like I blocked the country India, but still it's unblocked in a lot of different countries. And even before I implemented the block, a lot of people had already discovered my heated jacket. Let me show you guys some of the stores that I found recently. So I was just searching around, I found this, and this is something that a line that I wrote, like winter is coming, stay warm outdoors, and I found 4 stores that are using this exact same line. So they have definitely copied 100%. The Swag Needs is one of them, and this guy just has one product on the store. Like Swag Needs is just one product on the store, and that's pretty much the heated jacket. That's it. So this guy seems to be advertising this product right now. Then you also have One Click Bargains, again winter is coming. Then you have Super Trend Deals, winter is coming. And then you have Harrison Superstore, this guy's using the dropship theme, again winter is coming. And then I also found some other stores. Run Spree is there, Shock Best, Impulsive Deals, Chemisters, Fishing Savage. Then I found this one, this is Make Goodies and Namara Shop. So I found a lot of different stores that are selling this. But what I want to tell you guys today is, like, I know the competition is rising. I know I have to be very creative with my ads. I know I have to I have to be patient also, but at the same time I also have to scale. So there has to be a sort of balance. I cannot just splurge a lot of money just so that because the competition is rising, because it just might lead to a large loss for me. I don't want to do any of that. So I will be scaling gradually. I will be patient with this product. Maybe many will try, but many will also fail with the product, especially with advertising. I seem to have gotten at least a few ad sets that have started performing for me. Now I want to tell you guys about a little bit of optimizations that I've done yesterday on the product page. So here, check this out. So one thing that I did was I of course created some sub headlines like who needs 7 layers anyways. Then I created this image. The earlier image had the previous version of the jacket there, but I just created this image, took a stock photo of some snow, just used this a bit of text here in Photoshop. I believe you can do a lot of this inside Canva also. This is just one of the images that's already inside the product. And then created this one image. And then I also added a few more touches of copy, like one touch heating, added a line here, a paragraph here, a vest like no other. So this is another paragraph that I added, small little paragraph. And then I created this sort of image, 5-point happiness checklist. Just so that it looks slightly better on mobile phones, the checklist thing. Otherwise, it was just getting way too common in many stores. So just to stand out in the 5-point happiness department, so I created this sort of image. But I know for a fact like this is going to get ripped off pretty quickly. So anyway, so let's move on to this. So I also added this, please beware of fake stores. I've just seen so many fake stores rising nowadays who don't ship out products. They just choose products from like other sources like Indiegogo and other platforms. Don't do that if that's one of you. Shame on you if you're doing that. But anyway, so there's a lot of fake stores. So I want to warn people about this, whatever best possible, because we have been in business for a year. We genuinely care about our customers. So I added this small little note also. So these are a bit of optimization, like copy and image based optimization. There's another image that I changed. It is this image right here. This image also had the previous version of the jacket with the stripes or whatever, the slants. So I created a new image here with this new version of the jacket that we are actually selling. So this is pretty much it. These are the changes that I've done, and it's like since I made the changes, the conversion rate has been slightly better than what it was before. So I made the change around 11 to 12 p.m. my time. So that was we had already spent about 25% of the budget, 25 or 30% of the day's budget till then, and we had only gotten like a sale or two, and that too from the previous day's ads that had run. Like only one sale had come in after spending like 25% of the budget, but then suddenly we got a lot of sales. I'll show you guys all the stats, what exactly happened. For that, I'll need to jump inside my computer. See you there. All right, you guys. So welcome to day 17 of the entire series here. Now, today is 17th of November, and what I'm trying to do is just analyze what has happened with our numbers. I haven't seen them yet. So we have $770 in sales yesterday. Now I think about 70 or 80 of that was from my other color wax winning product, but this $700 was from around somewhere between $670 to $700 was from the heating jacket here. Now this shows 638, so it's probably missing one sale right here, and let me just turn it to yesterday. All right, so this shows 638. It's probably missing one sale, and it also does not include like the shipping costs, so that also makes a difference here. So the ROAS on this campaign was pretty good, but all the like this heating jacket new US phase 2 campaign completely bombed yesterday. The lookalike audiences we had created yesterday, so let's have a look at those campaigns. So this one did well, the 0 to 5%. Here 0 to 1% did well. These did get some add to carts, the other ad sets also. So we're going to let them run for one more day and then take a decision call on whether to close these or not. So these can continue on its own. Now let's focus on a heating jacket US phase 2. Now phase 2, now this one is not working well at all. Like it's been spending 40 to 50 bucks a day, and it's only gotten us 2 sales in the last 1, 2, 3 days, right? So this one is definitely not doing well. So I'm going to reduce the budget even further down to $30 for this one, just to see if the results start improving here. Then we have, of course, the phase 2. So this is still performing very well. The what do you call it? The $12 budget here, and let me just keep it running because yesterday did not get us a sale. Now the retargeting ad sets are completely flopping. So what I want to do is just reduce the spend on these to $10 each, right? So this is done. Now I'm going to move back to the main campaign here, US 1. Now here let's have a look, because we have a lot of ad sets running here. So we have 450 that has spent almost $20 in the past 3 days, and this has not gotten us a single sale. So this one I believe has to go now, right? So this one, what's the lifetime stats on this month stats on this? So this has gotten us 2 sales at a $32 spend. So overall this is still good, but the last 3 days haven't been good for this. Interesting. So let me just close off the ones that haven't really performed overall also and in the past 3 days. So let's take a look here. So the ones we're looking at with a ROAS of less than 3 are this one, snowboarding at the $30 budget, and these 3, fishing, skiing, and $53 US2. So let's have a look at yesterday, the last 3 days, 14, 15, 16. Let me update this. So these are the stats. Fishing, skiing 53. So fishing is still fine. So this one we can keep going on. Skiing is completely going southwards. So this is not working for us. Snowboarding did get us a few sales, 4 sales in total. So I think I'm just going to reduce the budget to $25 on this because it's not that profitable. Golf is something that is doing well. In the past 3 days, it's done really well. So this is something we can continue. This one is actually suddenly picking up. This the US4 with a budget of 50. I think this is the manual bidding one. So what I want to do is actually try some manual bidding ad sets on all of these, like snowboarding, on golf, and this is also snowboarding. So let's just try on golf and snowboarding, and what I'm going to do is duplicate them, and I'm going to duplicate them in the original campaign, and I'm going to give them also a budget of the same $50. So let's view and edit here. Manual $50. The bid of $50 is going to go here. So that is there. So save to draft, right? Everything else remains the same. We'll have to keep a budget of about $40 on this, right? And then I'm going to edit placements. Everything else is fine, right? So this is just a manual bidding ad set here, and this is on $40 ad spend, so we can run this. So that's pretty much it. These are duplicated at $40 each. Now let me just have a look at all the other ones, which ones we can close. Now this golf plus ES, what's the stat for in the past, like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's have a look at the past 5 days now. So golf did get us 2 sales here, so that is pretty good. But fishing has not really performed up to mark. So we can actually close down fishing. And we can also close down US 53 because I think it's not performed in 3 days, and in 5 days it's just gotten us 1 sale. So I think we can close down US 253 also. Right, so now we are just left with these particular campaigns here, and let me have a look at the other one, the US 2 phase 2. So we have $30 and $12. I think we're good enough to go here. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. So this is how we've managed our ads today. I hope that whatever you saw me do here, you got to learn something from this. Let's see what happens in the next 24 hours. And one more thing I want to add right now is that I've actually changed the price of this jacket from $49 to $59.95 just to see like what kind of results it gets. And it'll be exciting to see like if people still buy the jacket at a $60 price point. And what I've done is I've just added like a use coupon Black Friday and get extra 10% off. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this one right there. All right then, until next time. Okay, tata, bye bye.